Blessings, beautiful souls. Saravá and Axé to you. I have for you today a Witch's Roots unboxing. Like I said to you in my Witch's Bounty video, I have quite a few little unboxings to get through and I'm eager to get to those right now. So I hope you're excited for this Witch's Roots. If you are unfamiliar with the Witch's Roots, they are a bit of a utility box for the witch, meaning that in these boxes you get those types of ingredients that you can shelve and make your apothecary grow. So the herbs or the botanicals that you get in these are slightly bigger sachets to that of, say, the Witch's Moon, and you get a healthy dose of that particular herb that you can decant, if you will, into a nice little jar and put a label on it. You get some oils, you get some bits and pieces that you can start to use to build your apothecary. Now, the one thing that I love about the Witch's Roots is that the usability is always there. They give you a great variety of botanicals, a great variety of ingredients that you can just reach for all the time. And I find myself reaching for these ingredients and adding them to, well, yesterday I made a salt cleansing bath for some of my intuition crystals. This is coven stuff, so I was teaching them how to make a beautiful, you know, salt immersion to help to really set some programming into your stones. And all of these botanicals that you see floating around in there, the majority of them come from the Witch's Roots. So some are from Earthly Alchemy and some are from the Witch's Moon, but this is what I'm saying, like, you can use these in really interesting ways. You can really put them to good use. They're not those types of ingredients that you get and you just shelve and go, well, when am I ever going to use that? These are like, oh, I can't wait to use them. I'm going to build a dream pill. I'm going to make a poppet. I'm going to, you know, do the crystal thing. I'm going to just do stuffs, write petitions, put them in candles. Like, there's so much stuff you can do with it. I'm just so excited. Anyways, and that's the reason why it's called the Witch's Roots, because it's the roots of the work that you do. Like, the roots, you can put them to good use. They're really just the best type of box if you're starting out and you just want to start dipping your toes into, you know, witchcraft, and you want to be able to acquire some ingredients that are a little bit more separate to that which you can find at your local farmers markets. And it just is really, really good. It's a midway point for those edging into witchcraft. And these options of subscription boxes, and let me bang on a bit here, is especially good for those who live in geographically isolated locations, so small towns where there's no metaphysical stores. And you know, we've all been there. I'm there right now. I can't just walk into my tiny little town and get the things that I need for my practice, so I'd have to drive all the way to Hobart, which is, you know, it's a drive. It's a drive to get to the city. I try not to do it as often as I would like, but I go there and I make the most of it. And it's one of those experiences when I'm leaving to go to the city, I make a big list of things that I need to acquire and I make sure that I get them there, you know, while I'm there. And if I forget something, then I know that I'm gonna have to wait a while until I go back there and get it. So I know what it feels like. I've been there before. I've been more isolated than I am now. I just know what it feels like. And sometimes, you know, you miss that opportunity to be able to walk into a metaphysical or witchy shop and get what you want. And so these are really, really great options for those in those particular situations. And you know, this box will show up in your post box or in your letterbox once a month and it's sorted. So Witch's Roots, got a lot to say about it. Highly, highly, highly support the brand, the Witch's Moon. They are wonderful. So let's have a look. We're going to open this bad boy up. Huzzah! There we go. So let's have a look at the letter first. I was going to say the list. I went to say list and letter at the same time. So the letter. Let's go with that one. Wisdom of Athena. Ooh, for all of those who love the Greek goddess of wisdom and battle strategy, then you're going to be in for a treat, no doubt. Yes. Let's have a little read. During the course of spell crafting and herbal discovery, we pull from the energy of those that have inspired us throughout our years. Those whom reassemble the essence of bravery and wisdom, creating guidance for us along the more rugged paths of our journey. When we work with the goddess Athena, we are stricken by the pure conviction that accompanies her story. The tales of this warrior goddess are not strictly covered with victory and accomplishment, but are truly embraced by becoming a peacemaker and a diplomat that is brought upon by true wisdom and guidance. As we connect to these energies, our confidence to succeed becomes concrete. Our passion for doing what is right becomes our brave endeavor throughout our story. The custom and hand-picked items within this collection are carefully brought together so that you may pull strength from the wisdom of Athena and the example of her bravery she holds within, The magical items in this box are as follows. Okay, let's have a look. So, olive leaf. Oh, I like it. So the olive leaf, very nice. And there's a good amount of information. So you have the item, which begins here, and then you have that amount of information to educate you on your journey. Handmade Athena's wisdom altar plaque. Can't talk today apparently. So it's an altar plaque of Athena's wisdom. Athena ritual body oil with dropper. Lovely. Victory affirmation spell candle. The spirit owl pewter pendant. Lapis tumblestone. The 5-pointed star incense stick. And olive herbal grimoire artwork. So let us have a look at... I can see the blue there. You can see the blue, which is lovely. Woo! Holy moly! Look at that. Okay, this is not your standard artwork. Oh my goodness. Look at this. Holy, and look at the back of it. Wait, I'll spin it around. Look at that. This is stunning. Beautiful feather. You've got the lovely owl in the back. You've got Athena in the front. This is sturdy cardstock. Embossed velvet. Oh my gosh. This is amazing. This will be hung from my things. This is amazing. Oh, amazing. That's so gorgeous. Here is I think this is the olive. Yes, the olive artwork. So the Book of Shadows artwork, which is on good cardstock so it doesn't bend, and you can add this to your Book of Shadows, magical journals, grimoires, whatever it is that you use. But it comes in a protective sheet, so if you don't want to get it damaged, you can do something with that. But it's beautiful, and they all come with this, just this alluring aesthetic. Like, this is what we think of when we look at Book of Shadows, these aged pages, this sigil-esque type of thing. Everything pretty with the artwork as well. Just lovely. Okay, so we have the olive leaf. So you have a good amount of olive leaf for all the wisdom and peacemaking. So there we have it. That's the backing of it. So you can see you get a good portion. There's a little breathing hole here. So if you live in a humid climate, store these in different ways, put it that way. Okay, so this is the spell candle. So it is a beautiful prominent blue, so a type of royal blue, really strong color for wisdom and communication, diplomacy, throat chakra. Good stuff. And truth as well. So if you're having trouble with somebody not speaking their truth, you can anoint this with a particular sort of truth-speaking oil or some herbs inside and get someone to tell the truth. Might be more domination work, in which case you would use a domination oil to get someone to speak their truth, especially if you feel like you're being hard done by. Great for legal matters. This is the dropper that you get, little glass dropper, because you usually get a larger than usual oil. So I'm going to show you in just a second what I mean. This is the oil. Oh, hello. Look at that. So what is this called? Athena. So it's an Athena oil. And look at the clarity of that oil. It is just beautiful. I must sniff you. Oh, that was on tight. Oh, that's nice. That's really sweet. That's really yummy. That's beautiful. Now, usually you would get this is a witch's moon oil. So you can see you get a much larger version of oil in this one. And this is suitable for use on the body. It's considered a body oil. So great for anointing the body when you are about to enter into ritual work. You can also use it to anoint the candles. You can also use it to anoint, you know, talisman charms, all manner of things that can be anointed really. Then we have a selection of incense sticks, usual standard. Smells just like the oil, actually. Yummy. We have in this beautiful blue pouch a lapis stone. So a rather small lapis stone. Actually, it's almost flat enough and light enough to put on your throat if you were going to do a throat chakra clearing. Always something to think about, because when you're placing crystals on your body, you don't want them to be horrendously uncomfortable, pointy, scratchy. So on the throat, you'd be surprised. It has to be quite light, and getting stones that are perfect and quite flat. That one is quite flat, actually. So when you look at it, it's quite flat. So perfect for a laying stone, and nice and small too. Itchy nose. Oh, and this is in this beautiful little box. This is the pewter pendant. So let's take you out of your plastic pouch. So it's got a polished leather cord, I assume. Very stiff black cord. And it says, "Spirit is close, trust guidance and visions." And that is what we are looking at. Beautiful. And there is the inscription on the back. So a really great one to add as a charm. So if you didn't want to wear something like this is not something that I personally would wear. I like to wear finer kinds of jewelry. That's why I stick with my Witch's Bounty pieces. But I could add this easily to a charm, a bit of a mojo, or something else entirely. It could make for a great addition to the handle of a smudge or clearing fan. There's things that you can do. You know, you could put this to prayer beads if you wanted to, make your own set of prayer beads, and that be the actual talisman at the end of your prayer beads. I mean, there's things that you can do with these types of items if their intended purpose isn't your cup of tea. And that, my loves, is the full content of the Witch's Roots, a beautiful Athena-inspired box. I'm very, very, very impressed. They've really stuck to that electric blue color theme. The box, the lapis, the bags, the kind of motif. I don't even know what they look like. It's like, they've just done such a great job. They really have done such a great job. So another beautiful Witch's Roots. If you are a fan of the Olympians, if you are a fan of the Greek pantheon, full stop. If you are a fan of goddesses, if you're a fan of deity in that regard, and you have an interest towards Athena, then this one would be very well appropriate and suited to you. So there you have it, beautiful souls. Wishing you so much love, luck, peace, and joy. I hope that you have enjoyed this box. Question before I leave. Just a question before I leave. Do you work with Athena? If not, do you work with deity at all? There's a question for you. Do you work with deity in any capacity? Let me know. I'm excited to hear from you. Much love, many blessings. Mwah.